How's it going, everyone? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be Hidden Figures. Now, if you guys don't know what this one is, this is based on a true story of three African-American women in the 60s who were very successful, or they were, I messed that up. Guys, I try to do these very formally, but that does not work. But anyways, they were a key component into these successful first space missions from NASA in the 60s. And so going into this film, I didn't know what to expect. I saw the trailers. I thought they looked really good and really powerful. Like they could be a really great inspirational movie and really kind of show people they can do anything based on their or anything not, basing on their color of their skin or gender or whatnot. And I walked out of this movie and thought it was a good movie. I really enjoyed this quite a bit. So let's get real and break this down. I know it's a really crappy, very choppy intro. I'm not a professional at all, guys. You guys know this. So going on to the directing and writing, let's talk about the story in general. The story itself, since it is based on real life people and real life events, I really kind of felt that. I felt like I was watching this really kind of grounded biopic, and I felt like all the events that were happening in front of me really happened back in the day. And this isn't something that's like unbelievable. I know that there was discrimination in the workplace with color and gender and whatnot. And the fact that these were women and they were African American is like a double-edged sword, because they were just not taken seriously at all in the movie. And you can definitely feel the weight of the discrimination, knowing that this happened in real life, and it's absolutely disgusting. But at the same time, it's also inspirational for people that are put down in life to show that you can do anything. Do not listen to what everyone else is saying. You do what you do best in life, and you succeed, and you will be noticed for sure. And I love these types of stories. So like I said, based on real life, but also really kind of inspirational for people that do want to watch it, and hell, even become a scientist or a physicist or a mathematician for NASA. I mean, it's what I actually wanted to apply to NASA as soon as I got done out of the movie. I was like, you know what? I would do pretty well. Not really, but, I am inspired to go. So, and to go with the direction of the film, I think this is the most crucial part of the film, is that I was trying to think of a movie like where it kind of like resembled it a little bit, and I came up with one. Remember the Titans. The fact that Remember the Titans was from Disney and it was a PG-rated film, it was also mature and honest about what the movie was, and it did not sugarcoat it. It showed you the discrimination horrors that people faced back in the day, and how disgusting it was. And this film does the exact same. Just because it's rated PG, do not go in there thinking it's going to be some frou-frou, like, kid-covered movie. Like, no. Like, this is a film that will be very honest and mature with you, but also be very entertaining at the same time. And that's what I really appreciated about the direction and the choice the director made in this film, not to hold back, but do the best you can in displaying what was going on back in the decade, and really kind of show what these people went through just to get their point across. Because these three women in this film are very, very, very smart, and people put them down just because they have a vagina or they have a different pigment color in their skin. It just blows my mind that people back in the day discriminated on either color or gender, and that still happens nowadays, but it was even stronger back in the day, and it always blows my mind, because the three women in this film, they showed up everyone, and they literally had the best answers for every problem thrown their way. And I just really like the fact that they never stopped fighting, and they never gave up. They, at points in the movie, they did break down, but who wouldn't after the hell they go through? But they immediately pick themselves back up, and they show that if you just be smarter than them, they other people will find you, and other people will listen, and you will show that you are correct and they are wrong, which is, like I said, amazing to kind of watch on screen. I really love the characters built within the story. I know, like I said, they're based on real life people, and I haven't researched the real life people, but what these three actresses did was really kind of bring a lot of life into these characters. I thought I saw a lot of layers of just depth in their personality and just their characteristics and what they are like at work and what they're like at home. And I felt like all of it came together to make a really kind of wholesome character that you want to get behind and just root for it towards the very end. Because there's many times, like I said, they're beaten down to the ground with verbal abuse, and they stand up and other people stand up for them. And I just really like how strong they were. Taraji P. Henson and her character, there's a specific scene where she breaks down. Octavia Spencer has her character moment where she breaks down, and it's just amazing kind of see them kind of rise out of the ashes and defeat basically racism and sexism. And also with the direction, I also like the balance of the work life and the home life and stuff. Like I said, it makes for a more well-rounded character and a more well-rounded individual, if you say, because if we just saw them all at NASA, just NASA, that's nice, but I would like to see a little bit more of their home life and how they interact with their kids and their family and whatnot, while all this crap is happening around them with the discrimination. So I thought that was really well handled. And so, yeah, I think the direction in this is just spot on. Very mature, honest, while still being entertaining. Acting-wise, everyone delivers a fantastic performance. Taraji P. Henson, great. What a great lead. She does share the screen with Octavia Spencer and Janelle Monáe, I believe is her name. She was really cool. That courthouse scene, when you get to it, good stuff. But the supporting cast is also very good. Jim Parsons is in this. It's very nice to see him outside of Big Bang Theory. He kind of plays a dick in the movie, but he plays it very well. Kevin Costner, I love this character. He was the one that actually stood up for Taraji P. Henson and everyone else that was labeled colored in the movie, because I hate that word so much. Like, there was a scene where he basically just breaks and he goes down to the other building in the basement where they were at, and he just does this thing. But I love his character because he was the one that actually believed in her, not because he was not discriminatory at all, and what he believed in their smarts and the reason why they were hired. That's what is great about his character, is that is how every human should act, not based on their sex or their gender, but based it on their qualities that the job provided. And that is what's great about him. He was just like, I don't give a crap like what color skin you are or what gender you are. Like, do you have the numbers? Do you have the projections of what this spacecraft will do while in orbit and stuff? That's all he cared about. And he stood up for them. And I love that kind of strong support of him. And then Mahershala Ali, I should give myself a pat on the back for pronouncing the name, because, sir, I've always loved you since House of Cards, and you were great in Moonlight this year. But he also gave a nice supporting role into this one as well, providing the kind of home life experience for Taraji P. Henson to kind of show, like I said, the balance of work and home. Cinematography-wise, it looks good. It's not like anything like gorgeous or anything. It's not a movie that relies on cinematography or relies on the message that's within the movie. But with all the props and art direction and the set design and stuff, I did feel like I was in the 60s. It was really well done. I love the vivid colors of the 60s and whatnot, and the clothing and just the environments and the buildings and whatnot. So, yeah, I enjoy it the way it looks. Editing-wise, it's about 2 hours long. I never felt it drag once. As soon as the movie started, you were literally put in a situation where it looks like they're going to be discriminated, but then they show their NASA badges and they're off to work. So it was a nice opening scene to kind of set the theme and the tone of the film and show that kind of entertainment level, like I said, but show the maturity and the honesty to show people that this actually happened and do not sugarcoat it, because I hate when movies sugarcoat racism. That was very prominent back in the day. Still prominent now, but back in the day it was even worse. And when you sugarcoat that, you sugarcoat history. That's not history. So you want to show the struggles that these three women went through just to get their point across, and show that their mathematics and their projections of the spacecrafts and whatnot were the most accurate. And I think that's like I said, it's a very kind of telling scene when you open up with that. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch it, but opens up with, like I said, what's basically to be the forefront of the movie, which is great in my opinion. And that's pretty much it. So I guess overall, guys, listen, I think this is a very solid film. I like it quite a bit. Not going to make my top 10 of the year, but I still think it's a movie that everyone should go see. It's a very important movie to go see. It is very informational. I love movies about NASA and space and kind of just like that whole world of like fast crunching numbers and like fast speaking people like, oh, we need to go do this. We need to do this, figure out the projections and then the measurements on that. Woo! Like, because, you know, I'm a simpleton. So anything beyond a fifth grade, smart level, I go crazy for. But yeah, I think it's a really great film with great messages, a very good movie about strong characters and strong performances. And like I said, love the fact it's PG and it really just does not hold back. I mean, yes, they're not going to be like, hardcore about it because it is still PG. Let's keep that in mind. But they still kind of push it. And I like that, to where it's like, let's rate this PG to get all the families in, bring their kids, teach them something about history while also inspiring those young little minds. So yeah, I'm going to give Hidden Figures a B+. And I know I rambled on a little bit. I apologize. I'm just, I'm excited about this film. I'm excited to see it kind of blow up at the box office. I really hope it does. So yeah, I really apologize for repeating things and stuff. I feel like I'm getting worse at movie reviews, but I'm glad you guys stick around. So that will do it for this movie review, guys. If you've seen Hidden Figures or if you've even heard of it, if you're looking forward to it, comment the place, rub my face, and let me know. I'm Chase Lee, reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later. You guys are awesome.